Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a personal read for someone that I'm doing a trade with. It's actually another psychic. Sometimes I like to trade readings just to kind of check in and see how accurate my readings are. And I'm still trying to build my channel here. So thank you once again for being down for this. And I'm excited to see what comes through, and just let me know what resonates. And for those of you guys who clicked on this and it isn't your reading, then stay tuned. I don't believe in coincidences, so maybe there's a reason you're being led to this. Some word might come through for you here as well. And if something doesn't resonate, just remember to trust your gut. Something might come through for someone else. It's not intended for you. And check for, chills and signs of resonance, and also just be on the lookout for any visions or thoughts that pop in your head. Those can also be messages in addition to this reading. So, I pulled these cards right here. I got a message to pull 8 cards for your career. And then I had an intuition to pull these cards as well for your soul mission and life purpose. And this card was thrown from the deck. So let's get started. This is the first card that was just thrown out as I was shuffling. Before I even asked a question, I was just saying your name over and over again, and this was thrown out. And so I feel like you're a very playful person. Like, people just like to goof off around you. Like, I see like brothers around you, like a lot of guys, male energy, and you really are feeling your best when you're laughing and you're joking around with your friends. And I feel like you're a very perceptive person, of course. I mean, this card is all about like intuition and psychicness and the ability to be able to stay grounded. The otter is comfortable on both land and the water. So you're comfortable both kind of in the real world, like, kind of in the matrix, I guess, but you're also comfortable in the spiritual realm. And that's kind of a power. You're able to really kind of go back into the world, into the 3D, and really get along with people and understand people and really connect with people. You're not so removed like some psychics can be. Some shamans and healers can be. You're not, as ruled by your emotions, but you're very understanding and wise. And I see that you're very balanced right now. So these are just some messages that are coming through. I think Spirit's just trying to say, like, you are in a really good place right now, and emotionally, like, they're really proud of you. So that's kind of a message that's coming through. So your career, I see that it has been a long journey for you when it comes to career. You really, really long for safety and protection and comfort, of course, and security. There's been an intention that you've put out to the universe. So there's been some intentions that you've put out. There's been some things you've been trying to manifest. And this is a huge rebirth you're experiencing in your life right now. I bet you've had a lot of shift recently. You probably had to let go of a lot of people in your life, make room for new relationships. But you're at this point where it really is a turning point. So you're seeing new people enter your life, or you will very shortly. There are going to be a lot of people coming in and out of your life. I say out because I do kind of feel like an omen of some more endings in your future, but it's nothing significant. I think that you're at this point where you've really changed your perspective, and so your reality is around you is changing to mirror that, because as within, so without. You've done some soul journey and some soul work, and you've come out of that cocoon, and you're kind of more entering into this butterfly phase right now. And so I do see travel in your future. Your career might have to do something with traveling. And I feel like right now you're just feeling really stuck because you've kind of been in the same place with your career for a really long time. Just kind of walking around in this circle, around and around, and you've been putting a lot of work in and a lot of ideas, a lot's been brewing, and a lot of meditation and thought and planning, but you feel like you can't break through, you can't get in to this industry, or to have the wealth and material, the level of wealth you really desire at the current moment. And so I'm seeing a message from Spirit here. They're saying, like, to have respect for how far you've come in this journey and everything you've built on the way here. You really have built a solid foundation for yourself within yourself, and they're saying that this period here that you're experiencing and you're about to enter into isn't like a fluke. It's actually like a completely new period of growth in your life, and you're gonna get a lot stronger, and feel very supported. And this is time for you to kind of rest up and prepare for that journey. This card has a lot to do with leaving a difficult time behind, and resting and just kind of recovering from it, and like also like kind of accepting and opening to receive abundance. So just I guess just there's kind of a slight message coming through, not to expect the future to be like the past. You have come from a difficult time, but that is definitely not what is in the cards and what's in the future for you. So a lot of messages here about growth, new opportunities, and traveling, like almost like the universe knows what you want and what you intend on, and like they're trying to give you a message here that like this is coming, so you just have to kind of be open to receive it. There are some fears you have to face though. This card is really jumping out at me, and it actually was reversed, but I just kind of flipped everything up. But that in this deck, when things are reversed, it really means just like an emphasis. So I think in order to break through this time and kind of get through here to here, you're gonna have to face your fears. And I'm seeing them kind of pop out here. I'm able to tap into your energy. I'm kind of like wading through it right now. I'm like, letting people see you for who you really are, because you are this kind of jokester and trickster kind of person, and you're fun and you're kind of laid back, but you also are very deep and emotional, and so you're in control and you're wise, and so you have to, your fear is like honestly showing the wise side of you, because you're an old soul. Even though you're younger, you're very an old soul, and so like you're gonna find your strength in really owning that side of you and that aspect of you. And I think that's just your fear, that like your fears of like how you'll be perceived are getting in the way, and also you're afraid that perhaps you won't have abundance in the future, that perhaps you're always going to be where you're at now, like on this level, or you've experienced extreme poverty in the past. So that's always going to be, it seems like it'll always be in the back of your mind. And so those are probably some of your deepest fears. But I think and you have that truth inside you that you are provided for, and this is just a message from the universe that this is what's next in your journey, and this is where you're headed. Happiness, as within, so without. You truly are a light. You've done a lot of healing work. This card is what comes after. Like, there's all these other cards in this deck. I really wish I could show you. I'm like getting into this. There's all these other cards in this deck where like you go through challenges, and like this whole deck is just like a big story, kind of like the typical tarot deck. But sometimes you have all these decisions to make, and like there's this one part in the journey where you're just in solitude and you just have to do all this healing work, and like you can't move forward until you do all this clearance, and like there's just a lot, like a lot of these cards come up a lot for people. For me, these are some of the cards that are saying like, isn't that so intense? I mean, it's just, I feel like you've been through this in the past. Like, I feel like I was guided to like draw these cards so you could see them, because I feel like you went through this to get where you're at now. And, what's on the other side of all of that is this, and you're taken care of now. Like, Spirit's got you. You've had an awakening, and like, so you've had this huge rebirth, and like, you're like learning how to be yourself and just like become comfortable in your authenticity, and like that's all you have to do in order to generate abundance. Just be your authentic self. Like, that's literally all you have to do. Just be you and continue to walk in your truth, and all your todays and your tomorrows will be provided for. You don't have to worry. And the universe is just giving you big confirmation with your career to just keep following your path, and to trust, and like happiness is upon you, and to just open up your hands and receive it. And respect your journey, respect your path. Like, don't forget everything you went through, but just walk forward in this new energy and just this new light. You know what I'm saying? So this is your soul mission and life purpose. This is really interesting.